Welcome back to Pew to Power. Right there, right in front of you. Welcome back, and this is our last segment, and we've got a lot of stuff to cover, so we're going to get right into it. And right now, Joe's going to do Around the NFL, is what we call it, and he's just going to go through some scores, and we'll talk about what's going on.
I think P-Cups even got us a little
thing
to
down
put underneath. Look at
that.
Look
at that
we are like
Thank you very much.
High tech. Few scores. I'm not going to go through them all because most of them are pretty pedestrian, but the Jets beat Dallas 27-24. Great game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Great game.
Yeah.
Dallas.
The Ryan brothers.
Yeah. Buffalo.
You know, excuse me 1 second. You would think that the Ryan's brother was the head coach because they covered it.
They only talked about him. He had no discussion.
Nothing about Garrett.
No, nobody. Buffalo beats Kansas City 41-7.
Who?
Would have never thought.
Who?
Buffalo.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, listen. Jacksonville beats Tennessee 16-14. Who's their starting quarterback? Luke McNown. Quarterback from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, backup quarterback, wins his first start for Jacksonville.
Wasn't that the one where Gerard got cut, right?
Yeah, he cut him. They cut him this week. Amazing.
For Luke.
For Luke McCown.
Luke, hey, you are my father.
But he won.
Maybe not.
But he won. But he won.
Okay.
Baltimore destroyed Pittsburgh 35-7.
That was
a
surprising.
Beat down. I would have never expected it. No. Ray Rice had a huge game.
That's my fantasy guy.
Houston beats Indy 34-7. And the coach from Indy comes out and says, Frazier, what's his name? He comes out and says, had nothing to do with Peyton Manning.
Bull.
Okay.
Bull.
Whatever you think.
Bull Ron Jaworski.
And I have to talk about the Monday night game. New England beats Miami 38-24. My goodness.
I wish I would have taken Tom Brady.
517 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, a 99-yard touchdown to Wes Welker.
Top 5 in the NFL all time.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
Who's the number 1? Norm Van Brocklin, 554 yards. Ba-boom!
Wow.
Yeah.
And one more around the NFL, and I'm going to say this because these are all the players that got hurt this week. Now, this brings back into the lockout and a shortened preseason. Here you go. Listen to this.
Okay.
Chargers kicker, my kicker, Nate Keating, one of the best in the league, out for the season with an ACL. Carolina's linebacker, John Beeson, best linebacker they have, just signed a $51 million deal, $20 million guaranteed, out for the season. Kansas City safety, Eric Berry, out for the season, ACL injury.
Gone.
St. Louis cornerback, Ron Bartel, their main starting corner, out for the season.
Gone.
2 broken bones in his neck. Steelers right tackle, Willie Colon, out for the season, torn tricep.
Gone.
Peyton Manning, out for the year, but he did just collect a $26 million check for the season. We'll see how it works out.
Gone. He's my fantasy.
Gone.
Was my fantasy quarterback, but.
So that's my around the NFL.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get to, we want to get to the bonehead, or do you want to do the question?
Let's do the bonehead.
Because we've been talking about that. Bonehead of the week is? Go ahead,
The Tampa Bay offensive line. I had to pick them. I had to. 4 yards in the first quarter. 4 yards. 56 yards rushing. And it is specifically the offensive line.
I saw no energy for them. I saw no
they were destroyed.
Process where they want to try to get in the game. They were just dominated.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Putrid.
Yeah, and
Putrid.
You know, it surprised me because I thought they would do pretty well. But it's the worst I've ever seen them play in a real game. The worst I've ever seen.
Yep. Well, that's a good bonehead. I had another one, but it's not up there on the screen. It's the Manny Ramirez, who happened to be arrested it's
slapping his wife.
Yes, but that's right.
That's what it was for. He got arrested.
It was his girlfriend. I think it was his wife anyway. But Manny Ramirez, if you know, Boston Red Sox, Los Angeles Dodgers, Tampa Bay Rays.
And then quit the league.
Quit because he's on
didn't want to take a 100-game suspension.
He's a joke. He's
anyway. Done.
All right, question of the day. When you can answer our question, we have a question every week, okay? Yep. And you can answer our question on Facebook.
What? On Facebook?
On Facebook, Pew to Power WYKE.
Yes.
Which is on it. And our question is, what college did LeGarrette Blount attend?
And it's probably a pretty ducky answer.
Oh, why do you always give a key like that? Ducky answer.
But you can go to Pew to Power WYKE on Facebook and answer that question. First person to answer that question receives a great prize.
Yes, you do. Who was the last week's? What was the last week's question, and who was the?
I don't remember, and I didn't write it down.
Oh my God, it's his only job.
It's my only job is to write that down. But I am passing it to who won. I did have it when they answered.
I know. We had it there. We just don't have it on there. So.
God, see, I knew you were going to do that. I should have got that before we got on the air.
Throw you under the bus.
Threw me right under. I could beep beep.
All right. Okay. Just so you know, we're also on Twitter, and Joe has a Twitter one, and I think mine is now up.
Yes, it is. MD Sports Machine and at Football Joe Bell.
There you go. So Twitter, you can always.
Hey, something else happened this week that was pretty interesting with Peyton Manning not playing.
Yes.
Rondé Barber is now
good point.
The Iron Man of the NFL with most consecutive starts at 184.
That's a great honor too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he really hasn't ever missed. I'm trying to think back of when he ever actually missed a game.
Yeah.
I think overall starts he has 200 and something in a row. Not starts, but playing in consecutive games. But he started 184 games in a row, and that's amazing.
I tell you, we need to watch it. Okay, guys, pay attention for next week. Minnesota
Vikings.
Tampa Bay. We're at Minnesota, so watch it on your TV. It's not blacked out.
Yeah, you actually can watch this game this week.
Watch this game. That's right.
27-17 Tampa.
That's what you're calling?
In a drudging. They're going to run the heck out of the ball.
Okay.
And they're going to win the game.
I'm saying 21-10 Tampa.
21. Let me write that down. 21-10.
Buccaneers are going to stop Adrian Peterson.
Special thanks to Love Motorsports, Chad and Bob, for sponsoring our show.
Thank you very much.
And even more special thanks to Stan the Man Solovich for giving me that beautiful t-shirt.
See you next week.